Hello, today is April 14th, so that means we read Proverbs 14 and also Isaiah 31. So I'll start off with Proverbs 14 today. And I like verse 30 in that. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. So when your heart is not at peace, most times it's either because you're thinking about something that's like stirring up your blood. Like a lot of times that's because you may be jealous, you may be angry. But but when you're at peace, like you're calm, you're content. So the best state of life you could be at is when you're content. Not content with like mediocrity, but you're not envying what another person has. You're not coveting, because when you do that, then you're spending all your time thinking about someone else when you could be focusing on you and improving yourself. So it's better to do that.
And that was verse 30. And that was talking about the state of the heart, the condition. And verse 33 also talking about the heart. When you have a sound heart, when you have clarity, when it is clear before the Lord, then you have the perfect situation where wisdom can rest and abide in there. It says, wisdom resteth in the heart of him or her that hath understanding, by digesting, by having a steady diet, nutrition of God's will. But that which is in the midst of fools is made known. No, we don't want to waste our time in foolishness, but we want to be able to have, it says, I believe in Proverbs 15, a merry heart not only doeth like medicine, but it has a continual feast. That's where you want that palate to feast on the word of God and to be strengthened and nourished in his will. And you said Isaiah 31?
And in that chapter, I like verse 1. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses, who trust in the multitude of their chariots and in the great strength of their horsemen. Those three things that they named are all physical, and they can go away like in the blink of an eye. So instead of placing your life on parts of your life that are delicate, you should place them in things that are eternal, like your spirit. So make sure that your spirit is insured, like we have life insurance and car insurance, but make sure your soul is insured.
Amen. And of course, this day and age, they wouldn't say horses, chariots, and horsemen. They would say, cars, your investments, monies, houses, and experts around the land. Like I said, they're all around the news channels. When should we open America? When should we open an economy? But we have to look to the Lord. Psalms 27 reiterates this verse, some trusting in this and that, but we will remember the name of the Lord. And what spoke to me in that chapter is verse 5. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts, that means the Lord of armies, our defender, will defend Jerusalem, his chosen people. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve his people. So he'll protect, he will renew, he will give us longevity. Amen. That's in the last verse of Psalms 91, that he will show his people long life, will he satisfy us with salvation. So he'll preserve us the right amount of days that he wants us to see. With long life will I satisfy her and him and show him salvation. And he will give us the delights of our heart as we delight in him, as we place our desires in his heart. Going back to, we are pleasing him. He is the focal point. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that we went over this, and I hope that your heart is light and you delight in the Lord and you put your trust in him always.